Hi, fellow traders. How was everybody's day? We had a pretty slow day in the market. And yesterday was exciting. Today was forgettable, to say the least. Um, but we have to trust the process, and we have to submit ourselves to the process. You know, if you're looking for a get rich quick scheme, then there's no process. You're either lucky enough to do it or you're not. But if you want sustained success, if you want to build something that's going to sustain you and take care of you over a period of time, you have to submit to the process. Everything in life that we've done to get us to a certain point has been centered around a process from the time we were born until now. And a lot of times we've been exposed to it so much that we don't even think about it. But yet we get to something like this and we get excited and we want it now. But really there is a process. Back in what was that? I think it was the 76ers, the Philadelphia 76ers. They had this guy named Sam Hinkie, their general manager. And, I don't know if he came up with this phrase and how it got into to sports, but now it's synonymous with sports, that he went through a rebuilding process. He made his team stuck for a reason. He was like, fans trust the process. He was losing games so that he could get a better position in the draft and get better talent without having to spend a whole lot of money and, lose what he did have that he wanted to keep. And the process worked. And I think the Buffalo Bills are doing it now. It's all over sports now. And it's the same thing that we deal with in our lives. We have to submit. We have to trust the process. No, trading success does not happen overnight. It's what I've been saying. I know it sounds like a broken record. And I know you millennials probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about, because you probably came along after the records were a thing. I mean, when I started, it was 8-track tapes, then it was cassette tapes, then we had the CDs, which is probably what you can refer to. But I keep saying the same thing over and over again because it is that important. We have to believe in the process. We have to trust it. There is a process, and the process is not following somebody in and out of their trades, trying to imitate them because they're saying that they're making, tens of thousands of dollars a day. That doesn't work for you. I don't know anybody that is legitimately following somebody in and out of a trade and making thousands of dollars a day. It would really have to be proven to me. I'd have to sit there and watch him do it. When you put it to the test, it just doesn't add up. So you have to develop the process that's going to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. That's what I do. That's what I try to help new traders do. Get from point A to point B. So today, the member that opened the present today got a free yearly membership for 2018. I'm not going to even try to pronounce your name and mess it up. But you don't have a screen name. Your name is your screen name in chat. So we posted it in chat. You get an email from me if you didn't see it or haven't heard about it yet. But you open the present today and you get a free membership for 2018. You know, and all memberships they're all inclusive, so you won't be missing a thing. All right, so let's take a look at the trades today. And man, I started out solid. I mean, everything yesterday was just a real loose day. I had too much going on. The phone was ringing every 5 minutes. I just could not focus. And I was chasing everything. If you looked at, you know, I didn't even have time to do a video yesterday. But I posted my P&L in my trades. And I traded, 8 tickers and had 25 tickets. Or either 6 tickers and 25 tickets. That is not me. So I was chasing something, but I didn't know what it was. So today, I just came in, laser light focus, and we, first trade I look for, and this is the process that I teach in the community. Everybody goes through my day trading class; they get it free, and the first thing I start with is the opening trades. How I trade the open. First is an opening range breakdown. I use the first 5-minute candle. If we have a long wick like this, I defer to the body. And in this case, I got in under the 5-minute opening range on the body. This candle printed, it moved up and started selling off. Once we got below, I got short. First target is this daily pivot that came from the daily chart. This is a pivot from the daily chart. When we're building our watch list, part of what I do is find the pivots that are in play for the day. And you can see, even back here, I didn't get this pivot off of what happened yesterday's close. This came directly from the daily chart. And you can see how well these things line up. So I took profit here because this was a pivot. And this candle turned around and stopped me out. Now here's the first scar on the day. I was livid. I got a 30-cent slippage on my stop. The way I trade, I take my first profit. Automatically my stop goes to break even. I put in a stop order to protect me from losing profits. That's what this stop order is supposed to do. And I've gotten, 3, 4, 5 cent slippage. I can deal with that. This was 30 cents. So I was pretty hot. Gathered myself back. Got short here. Right back at this level. Because I was looking for the next leg down. Took some off here. At this 122.31. Another daily level here. And that was according to plan. That was my target. Come down 121.50 was the next target. Come down. Here was, I think I got it 121.17, somewhere in there. I took it all off because I was thinking we were gonna bounce at 121. I mean, that's what I was expecting, the bounce. I was looking at the volume. And I'm like, we're probably going to give a little bounce here, pull back to the 9, and I could short it again. But we didn't. We started to sell a little bit. It looked very weak. So I was like, well, I'll get back in here, take it down to 120. And, that should be a decent 60-cent move here. And I could add to my total because I'm thinking I'm probably up close to $400 here. Well, I would have been, but this killed me, and I come down, didn't get hit here. We didn't get through, we didn't get close enough. Didn't get my order hit, and we started to bounce back. I had my stop, I got a 20-cent slippage here. So, I went ballistic. I really lost it. And that was it for the day. Shut it down. Because with the mindset that I had at this point, I could have easily turned this into a $500 red day. And here, I was green. This should have been $400 to $500, but it is what it is. But I was smart enough and in tune with myself enough to know this is not what I need to do today. I need to stop, because yesterday, I just can't explain what happened yesterday. Is it that I only needed, $1,200 to be at $2,000 for the day? I mean, $120 to be at $2,000 for the week. And I just went searching, trying to find that, and ended up, in a hole. Or, was it all of the stuff that I was letting get involved and get in my head, and I was just not focused? Whatever the case was, it was what I did, and I had to fix it, and kind of did it today. So this was all I did in the day trading today. Nothing else really looked good, and most of the stocks kind of traded sideways. We did have some that popped up and gave little moves, but was just too easy to give money back. So I locked up this little change and called it a day. But later on, CMG started looking real short. So obviously I can't short this in my Sure Trader account, which I'm thinking very seriously about abandoning them first of the year, just starting and just trade out of Speed Trader. I really am. I mean, 50 cents. I lost 50 cents today on slippage, and that's just unacceptable. But I got 2 orders in here, shorted this twice, and got a pretty decent average. I was looking for it to get below the 50-day. I mean the 90-day here. Here's the 50-day. We should fade it. I'm looking for the gap down to either through 290. But I think this is coming back. Probably the 260, 270 area. I believe this is coming back. I mean, I could be wrong, but I see some downward momentum here on the MACD. And, I think we're going to have a pretty hard sell-off here. So that's my plan on it. This is my long-term swing. This is kind of like the SCG trade. The scanner, that's a local company that got messed up with a nuclear plant deal here, and made some pretty decent money on that short, and I'm still in some, waiting for it to continue to go down. And I think this one is going to kind of be the same way, but that's what I'm looking at for this. So that was my day, pretty short day. I'm ready to go after it. Got tomorrow. We'll be hitting the road tomorrow after the market. Then we'll be doing Friday remotely. And then we'll be back Tuesday. And we'll give the big present away. Somebody will be able to open up the big box the day after Christmas. So real excited about that. So we're going to keep giving away memberships. I'm giving members, they're getting it. I'm not saying I'm taking $1,700 off so you can pay me $3,000. That's not a gift. If you're going to give somebody a gift, you give them a gift. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So if you want to come check us out, check us out for a month or so. And if you want to, extend your subscription, then I'll give you credit for what you paid, and you just pay the difference, and you get either a quarterly or a yearly or whatever you want. So I'm not making it difficult. I'm just trying to give you the best opportunity to get in and get the education that you seek. It's going to help you get to the next level. So you guys take it easy. Have a great night, great morning, wherever you are. And We will see you on the other side.